Hello guys, welcome back to another video in Code 4. In this video, we are going to see two questions and we will be telling you how to write the pseudocode for both the questions. Stay till the end of the video so that you understand how to write a perfect code. Without further ado, let's get started. The first question is, write an algorithm in pseudocode to input 50 numbers and total only the positive numbers. So while writing pseudocode, remember that there should be a declaration of constants and variable, correct usage of indentations, perfect usage of loops wherever necessary. Now let's write the code. So first, as I said you have to declare. Let's declare count as the variable to keep track of how many inputs the user gives. And let's declare total as a variable to keep track of the total of positive numbers provided by the user. So we can write count is equal to 1, total is equal to 0. You can also write count is equal to 0, but the end line would be different than which I have written here. So the next step is loop usage. Since we need to collect 50 inputs, we can't write input 50 times. So we use a loop, and the best to use in this case is repeat until loop. So write repeat in the third line with all caps and then leave some space in the next line and write input number. Equal spacing should be provided in the next few lines. Then write if number is greater than 0 since they have asked only to total the positive numbers. Then write a then. The next line would have some more space and then write total is equal to total plus number. Then write an end if statement since we have used an if statement. Note the indentations provided here and also note which is written in capital letters and which is not. After writing an end if statement, we have to increment the count by 1. Then we have to write until count is equal to 51. This line should be the same space you provided for repeat. So repeat until loop consists of these many lines. Now you have to write until count is equal to 51 so that we can limit the user to 50 inputs. You may ask, why 51? Why not 50? This is because at the start I have given the value of count as 1. Suppose you have given the count value as 0 here, you could write until count is equal to 50. And at the last, you have to write a print statement that is print total. This is how you write the pseudocode for this question. And now let's move on to the next question.
Coming to the second question, write an algorithm in pseudocode using a single loop to print 50 names that have been stored in an array. First, we have to declare the two variables which are names and count. The names variable is been assigned with a list which contains 50 names. Actually, we aren't inputting the 50 names, we are just keeping 3 dots as it is very difficult for us to input 50 names inside it. And also in the question they haven't given us a predefined set of values that must be the names. So we can just create names equal to a list which is a square bracket and the 3 dots inside it. And the second variable which we have to declare is count, and we are assigning the count variable to a integer number called 0, and we are doing that because in an array always the first element will start from 0. That's why we are declaring count equals 0. After declaring the variables, you have to initialize a loop to print the 50 names inside the names list. And in this case, I am using a repeat until loop. But there are also other two loops which can be used, which are while do and while loop and the for loop. But I feel repeat until loop is quite easier in this case, so I am using a repeat until loop. Inside the loop, I am actually first printing the names in the count element, which is if the count is equal to 1, then the first name in the names list will be printed. And if the count equals to 1, then that means the second element or the second name inside the names list will be printed. And after printing it, I am actually incrementing the count variable by 1 by saying count equal to count plus 1. Finally, I am calling off an until statement where the condition for it is count equal to 50. So what count equal to 50 means is it is just going to check whether the count variable is equal to 50. If you just give count equal to 50, that means the count variable is being assigned with the value 50. But having a double equal to means it is going to check whether the count variable has the value of 50. So if the count variable is equal to like say 20 or 25, then what will happen is it will go to the top and it will again print the name, and it will also increment the count of it until the count variable becomes 50. Once the count variable becomes 50, then what happens is the loop will be ending. At the same time, this whole algorithm will be ending. So this is the end of the question. Hope you understood.
Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe Code 4 and hit that like button. If you want more paper 2 solving videos, check the description.